Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management. I'm bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment market so you can better understand what we see in the global landscape. You know, as we look at some of the indicators that have come out, of course, towards the end of 2013 and, of course, at the beginning now of 2014, GDP growth around the United States is estimated somewhere north of 3%. I think we'll probably come up between 2.5% and 3% for 2014, which bodes well. What we're seeing is clearly the employment market, as I've stressed for months now, is getting better. In fact, if I look at initial claims, they came out estimates yesterday, and from the previous month have actually been estimated better than expected. What this essentially tells you is jobs are abundant. In fact, at Resney Wealth Management, we've hired one employee already at the end of 2013, and we're actually looking for 2 more employees at Resney Wealth Management for 2014. It's important to note, not only are we growing as a firm, but there's other businesses out there that are also growing. There's always pessimism out there, and unfortunately, as I've talked many times, the news is basically a source for basically negativity. Negativity in the investment decision process needs to be avoided. We look at a strict strategy, we run it off relative strength, we basically own those top-ranked sectors on a proprietary basis. Sometimes some of those sectors will lag temporarily, and often they will shoot back up into those positive zones. We are looking to make a few adjustments to our portfolio as we get into weekend and into next week. But ultimately, we firmly believe that we will see positive growth in the U.S. and around the world as we're starting to see. I think investors who own too many bonds or bond mutual funds, which of course is not our clients. We are well positioned in the bond side of the equation in floating rate securities. But I can tell you, I've talked to a number of new potential clients just in the last couple weeks, and many of these new potential clients have actually had fairly negative returns in 2013, often down 8 and 12% respectively, because they overloaded the boat in bonds, falsely believing that bonds or certain types of fixed income is safe. Remember, all asset categories can go up and down. Not just the stock market, not just the bond market, but all asset categories. The key is having a portfolio that's positioned in those relatively stronger sectors and not owning all sectors all the time, like Wall Street pushes on most investors. We call that the failed asset allocation approach. We continue to run our strategy strict. We continue to make adjustments as necessary. Currently, we are heavily weighted in the small and mid-cap arena in the U.S., and we do have positions in emerging markets. Our heaviest weighting currently in the fixed income side is in floating rate securities, and we do own a smaller position currently in oil and oil-related services that basically is for income in a royalty trust, which actually has done quite well. At the end of the day, negativity sells news, and I always try to alert our investors that you want to avoid negativity and negativity in the news. That's not a great investment choice, and it's not a great way to make investment decisions. If you're a client of Resney Wealth Management, please give us a call if you have any questions. I know that our staff is currently calling a lot of our clients, is scheduling beginning of year reviews to kind of go over results and see if you have any direct questions. So expect calls in the next 2 to 4 weeks if you haven't been called already. If you're not a client and you're realizing it's time for positive change, call our office for a consultation. We always like taking on new clients who are nice people to do business with. We do have a live radio show this Sunday. We had a live TV show last night, which is now uploaded on our website. You can watch that for your viewing pleasure. But make sure you do tune in for our radio show this Sunday from 10 a.m. Eastern to noon. Make sure you have yourself a safe and profitable week.